What is life?
I don't even know.
Okay, life to me it's a gift. It's a precious gift.
Life is, wait, hold on. Are we talking about like life form? Like what is like life?
I don't know what life is, but I think life is what you make of it, I guess. Or life is made of the moments that, gosh, that's a hard one.
What is life? Life, you never can take life as for granted, because you never know what will happen.
Life is definitely an adventure. It's exciting, it's heartbreaking, it's a lot of things, but I think it's an adventure.
Do you think that you're a good person?
Yes,
Why are you a good person?
because I like being good.
What makes someone a good person?
Don't.
Do you know anybody that's a bad person?
Masturbates at school.
I would say that I'm a pretty good person. I mean, everybody has their ups and downs, but I would say that most of the parts of my life I've been on the better side, and I hope to be on the better side all of my life.
Why don't you do bad things?
Because I do good things to persons. I pick them up when they need help.
I guess I was kind of thrown into life, just kind of thrown to the wolves. Hadn't even graduated high school yet, and I was living on the streets. And I learned a lot about myself during that time and what I wanted out of life. Certainly learned a lot of what I didn't want out of life.
Went to the rehab center for 190 days and went into a clean and sober living for a little while. And then when I met Debbie, it was like, I went from one transition to another transition, to be with her.
Well, my husband and I got married what a lot of people thought was pretty young. We got married at 19. I didn't think I was young. I felt I was old enough to get married.
Most enjoyable memory is, getting married to Debbie and just living a wonderful life. Wonderful life.
Seems so cliche, but the birth of my daughter was amazing. It was scary and terrifying and so painful, and don't do it until you're ready. But it was beautiful, and you make a life. It's incredible. You make a person, and she's there, and she cries and she poops and she's hungry, but then she smiles at you, and everything makes sense. And so I think when they gave her to me and put her in my arms, that was a moment of just pure, awe of the world.
When my dad's at work.
When your dad's at work, what?
And my mom reads books to me, and it's just the two of us. So when my dad comes back home, it's the three of us.
I only get to see my dad once every few months, and he's such a big part in my life. It's harder, but that also helps drive me because he can't be there for every moment. So when he is there, I want to be better in those moments.
Ellis is my third father figure, and he's incredible. I mean, he took Lauren and I in before he even knew my mom, and just always treated us like we were one of his own from day one, and that was absolutely incredible. I mean, he's been there for me more than anybody else, period.
Do you have lots of fun with Daddy?
Yeah, I like him so much.
My real dad, he was in my life for part of my life, but he didn't agree with the way that my mom was trying to raise me, and he didn't really want to be a dad at the time. I don't think he ever really wanted to. So he kind of packed up my stuff and left me in a parking lot when I was like 10 maybe, 11, 10 or 11, and just dropped me off, and my stepdad came and picked me up. And my stepdad and my mom got married when I was 4. And at the time, I did not like him at all because he was not my daddy, and my daddy's way cooler than you and whatever. But he just kept trying to love me, and I wouldn't have any of it. And when my dad, my real dad, dropped me off in that parking lot, I didn't have anyone. And my stepdad, Dave, is the one who picked me up. And he's the one who packed all my stuff in the car and took me home. And we fought a lot, but from that moment on, he was my daddy. And that was just pretty much the way it was.
You know, I went into cardiac arrest, how many times? 3 times. And they really can't do anything else for me right now.
The hardest thing I ever went through in life was actually kind of a blessing in disguise. I dated a guy and I was engaged to him. We were together about 3 years, and he actually died, and it was really hard. It was the hardest thing I've ever gone through. And while it was very hard, our relationship was not ideal, and I would have stayed with him forever, you know. I would have been very unhappy.
I'll be 49 in December.
Okay.
You know, I won't make it that long, but you know, right now it's a day-by-day thing.
I struggled with depression a lot during high school, and I would cut myself a lot. And I think one of like the deepest, like darkest moments was hiding in, you know, the church bathroom to cut myself, and realizing how far down I was and how much I had fallen and how I just wanted to be happy again. So that's when I sought help for it.
You know, just make sure that, you know, whatever goes wrong, you make the best of it.
One of the most awesome, I guess you would say, experiences of my life, giving birth to another human being and having that child rely upon you for everything. And he was so wonderful. He was the most blessed thing in the world, and he just grew to be such a wonderful person. And he went home to be with the Lord several years ago. Sorry. It's okay. I didn't think this was going to happen. You're fine. It's all good. But he was, we had him for 25 years, and he was a gift. But someday I'm going to see him again, and I'm looking forward to that. Can't wait.
I'm just letting people know that, you know, I'm living a life where, you know, it's one day at a time. Because, you know, I could be here today and then gone tomorrow.
Do you know why some people aren't alive?
But
No, I'm asking you, do you know? I don't know.
no.
To be alive means that you feel certain things, and well, being alive is like, I don't know, it's like
Like, it's when you're driving in your car and the windows are down and your favorite song comes on and you're just aware of that moment and like that feeling of, you know, gosh, I'm so at peace.
Gosh. Being alive is really just about figuring out who you are who you want to be, and trying to figure out a good balance between the two.
But to be alive right now, I just, soaking it up. That's the best I can do.